Good morning, Internets. Here in Cincinnati at the United Terminal, ready to get on our flight. First stop, Newark, New Jersey. So from there, the adventure really begins. We go non-stop to Cape Town, and it's 15 hours in the air in an economy seat, but so worth it. Can't wait to go. I'll walk into the airport just to keep my legs moving before we go, and waited almost 40 years to take the girls to Africa, and this is it. So please join us for this adventure. It's It has been a long and almost sleepless night, but finally, we're about to arrive in Cape Town, South Africa. After navigating customs and collecting our luggage, we jumped into an Uber and headed to our hotel. Our first views of South Africa were beautiful. After a short ride, we arrived at our first hotel, the Radisson at the Victoria and Alfred Waterfront. From our room, we could see downtown Cape Town, the dry docks where ships were being repaired, and the unmistakable Table Mountain. Our room was clean and modern and reminded me of an IKEA display. We were all hungry after the long flight, so we headed upstairs for dinner at the hotel's rooftop bar. The food was delicious and reasonably priced, but after a long travel day, it was time to get back to the room and get some sleep. We would quickly learn that every day in Africa starts early, and tomorrow was no exception. We set a 4:30 wake-up call. At 4:45, Julia and Jenny would meet their trail guide in the lobby and climb to the peak of Lion's Head to see sunrise. As the girls summit Lion's Head, I'll be headed to the waterfront. I had a quick coffee at the hotel while Julia and Jenny started their trek to the top of Lion's Head. Then I headed out to the waterfront. After a short walk, I found the marina. The sun came up quickly, lighting the downtown buildings and the boats in the marina. There was plenty of time before the girls got back to the hotel, so I spent some time exploring. As I walked, I would look up at Lion's Head in the distance, but the clouds over the mountain never broke. All I could do was hope that even in this weather, the girls had made the summit before sunrise. The African trading port was awesome. Outside there were huge metal and stone art pieces to enjoy. Inside the first floor were just tourist trinkets, keychains, and collectibles. Then I found a stairs in the back of the store where I climbed several floors to find a trove of artifacts being sold. Eventually, on the top floor, there was a museum of especially valuable one-of-a-kind artifacts that were not for sale and no pictures were allowed. When it was time to head back to the hotel where we planned to meet up for breakfast, I ran into a swing bridge, which is like a drawbridge but sideways. After a short walk back to the hotel, we celebrated their summiting Lion's Head with mimosas and a good breakfast. Next, we changed clothes and headed back to the waterfront area to explore the shops and sights. We had a late lunch before our last adventure of the day. As the sun began to drop in the sky, it was finally time to board a beautiful life. A catamaran that would take us on a sunset champagne cruise off the coast of Cape Town. As the boat left port and headed into the cold South Atlantic waters, the champagne began to flow with Table Mountain and the lights of Cape Town as the backdrop. We had a fantastic time taking in the beautiful coastline while meeting and talking with the other travelers and the crew. We drank, danced, and made new friends. We met a girl from Swaziland celebrating her 30th birthday. After the cruise finished, we once more crossed the swing bridge and headed back to the hotel. But we thought we should probably stop in at the brew house for one beer. Maybe it turned into a few, but the locals were watching rugby and everybody was having such a good time, so we thought we'd stay and try to figure out the game. After watching rugby for a while, it was time to get back to the room and get some sleep. In the next episode, we continue to explore the waterfront area. We switch hotels to the other side of Table Mountain. We also go to the Cape of Good Hope, take a cable car to the top of Table Mountain, explore a fort, enjoy an African penguin colony, and visit our first winery. Be sure to join us for episode 2 of our epic journey to Africa.